Lucky Luke is a pretty cool PlayStation 1 game. It's based on this comic book that's just huge in Europe with the same name, but here in America we don't really know anything about Lucky Luke. None of my friends growing up ever told me, dude, you gotta go out and buy yourself that new Lucky Luke comic book. It never happened, but apparently he's all over the place in Europe. He's like on comic books, he's on various toys. I believe there was even a movie or something. I mean, this thing is huge in Europe, especially Belgium. But yeah, it just never really picked up here in America. But the game is good, but not without its faults. I mean, I think the biggest problem with this game has is the controls aren't the best. Sometimes you'll fall to your death trying to jump a platform. Sometimes you won't line yourself up with something you have to shoot very well. But these are minor problems, and basically they're tolerable. I'm just saying that controls and game physics aren't like a 10 out of 10. The game itself is just filled with all kinds of gameplay. I mean, there's platforming, there's action, there's adventure, there's even fighting, and there's this thing where you're sitting in a minecart and you're speeding down some kind of abandoned mine or railway, and we've seen this in video games a lot. I don't know what this is called, but this is definitely a video game thing. I mean, everyone from Indiana Jones to Donkey Kong has done this. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an out-of-control minecart in Cooking Mama games at this point. Lucky Luke's story is basically some prisoners break out, and he's like this kind of relaxed, easygoing cowboy. You know how that is, the cool kind of cowboy that lets his actions speak instead of his words. He just takes it easy, but he's a quick draw, and he can basically get shit done. He's not really about shooting people. What he mostly does is he shoots the environment around himself, and that's how he captures bad guys. Like, he would shoot like some kind of thing, and the bullet would bounce off that thing and flying to the person he's shooting, or he'll shoot something in the environment and something will fall on the bad guy, that sort of deal. When he's not doing that, he's having bar brawls where he's punching people in the face and the stomach and then blocking. This part of the gameplay looks really, really awful, but it actually controls better than it looks, and it's more fun than it looks in this gameplay here. And sometimes there's just straight up platforming where you have to jump from one platform to the next, pick up some things like dynamite, maybe explode a passageway for yourself, stuff like that. And then on top of that, the story kind of keeps you intrigued in the game, and the graphics are also pretty fun. They're happy-go-lucky, and they just look good. It was kind of a nice experience, especially because it's not your typical game. You know, it's not just shooting, and it's not just racing, and it's not just puzzles, and it's not just action. It's like a mixture of things, and I like that. The game is basically a variety pack. Lucky Luke for the PS1 gets an official Stan Birdman rating of a 7.6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.